Gold Squad TV, good morning, y'all. Finally, some hip hop news. Unfortunately, it's not music, but it's news about music. So I'm just gonna roll up to the point. Fat Joe was on his podcast, and said that he can't look at J. Cole the same after he backed out of the Big Three battle between Drake, Kendrick, and him a year ago, right? And at the time, when it happened, or a year and a half ago, something in 2024, right? Um, I felt some type of way about it as a hip hop head because I'm thinking like, yo, like, don't back out of battles, especially if you man braggadocious with your bars. You know what I'm saying? I always knew Cole was a peaceful dude, but I always kind of felt like, yo, okay, like he might be on that time, right? And he backed out for his piece, right? After I found out the reasoning, I was like, okay, makes sense. Well, Joe continues to push the narrative that he can't personally see J. Cole the same way after backing out of that battle. And here's, let me just qualify this, like qualify, quantify this in a sense. Fat Joe has been a part of my hip hop experience since 1992. I've been a hip hop head since 87, 88. So I was about 2.5 years old when I had a Fisher Price turntable. Y'all can make whatever you want to make out of it, laugh and all, whatever. But the first rapper I ever heard was Heavy D. All right. So Fat Joe has been a big part of my hip hop listening experience. Mostly his 90s stuff is what I rock with. Digging in the greats, right? That's the fucking shit I fuck with. DITC. Some of the early Tier Squad stuff was dope when Pun was around. Obviously, Pun's no longer here. There's a whole big saga about all that. But anyway, long story short, Joe, you out of pocket for that, man. Respectfully, the gatekeeping's got to stop. You know, it's got to stop. That's one. Two, Jim Jones coming out of pocket again. Seems like that's all this dude does. Talking about Day and Night wasn't a song and Kid Cudi wasn't popular until he jumped on the remix. Cut it out, man. Jim, you were at the lowest power of your powers at that time. You were starting that whole vamp life thing. It was terrible. You were never taken seriously as an artist, bro. You still ain't. Enough with the delusion and this hip hop shit. You've been saying delusional shit for months. Just cut it out, man. Stop the delusional shit. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Gold Squad TV.